All right, team. Listen up. The patient is presenting with neurogenic inflammation, phlegmon, and tetter. What are we thinking here?
Well, based on those symptoms, I'm leaning towards a possible case of pneumonia or tuberculosis.
I disagree. I think it could be a case of bronchiolitis obliterans.
No way, those symptoms are more indicative of sarcoidosis in my opinion.
Actually, I believe it might be Wegener's granulomatosis.
No, and no. You're all wrong. This is a classic case of diffuse panbronchiolitis.
Nah, I think it's tuberculosis. I'll prep the TV ward.
I'm the doctor here, Gary. We're going with diffuse panbronchiolitis, and we're not wasting any time. We're going for a wedge resection.
But doctor, wedge resection is a risky procedure, especially in this case.
I don't care how risky it is. It's the only way to save this patient. We're doing it, end of discussion.
All right, those who agree with Hawks, resection the patient's wedge. I'll get the TV ward ready when Hawks realizes it's TV.
Shut up. You wanted to see me, Tracy?
Yes, Hawks. I heard you want to perform a wedge resection on your patient with suspected diffuse panbronchiolitis. Where did you get such a stupid idea?
I learned about it from the patient's lawyer. He's threatening to sue the hospital if we don't do the surgery.
Hawks making medical decisions based on legal threats is idiotic. You can't let a lawsuit dictate patient care.
But Tracy, we have to follow the law, otherwise we may have to say goodbye to our esteemed hospital, our jobs, our food, and even Dr. Gary. Hey, maybe you're onto something.
Fine. Do your stupid wedge resection. I'm sure the patient's lawyer will slap you with a participation malpractice suit if this goes wrong.
Mark my words. If this goes wrong, I never met you. I never knew any of you. I don't even know my own name.
Can't believe that for once, I'm actually hoping this goes wrong.
Well, look at that. The patient is in critical condition. We need to act fast.
I agree, Randall. This wedge resection was not the right treatment for diffuse panbronchiolitis. Dr. Hawks was mistaken on this one.
We need to figure out the correct treatment then. What do you suggest, Gary?
Remember the good old days involving tuberculosis wards? I've got one prepped for this kind of situation.
How?
I learned about it when looking up abandoned tuberculosis wards from the late 19th century.
No, I mean, how did you set one up in this very hospital so fast? And where exactly?
In my own office. What the hell are you thinking?
You're gonna lunch in a bit, and I figure the patient can get some rest, piss that tuberculosis out, and be as good as new before you can say, dude, where's my office?
God damn it, I'm so sick of you idiots not paying attention to anything. Diffuse panbronchiolitis, my ass! You almost killed our patient with that misdiagnosis, and then performing a wedge resection. That was absolutely the wrong treatment.
Well, maybe if you had listened to Gary from the start.
Leslie, listening to Gary from the beginning, middle, and or end is a very dangerous game.
They said the TV ward was better than your stupid suggestion for a wedge resection.
I can't believe we missed the right diagnosis. What do you think the correct diagnosis is, Hawks?
Can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually hope it's tuberculosis. I doubt any of you know how to wash your hands, unlike me, who was washing his hands clean of this situation. Screw all of you. So, how's everything going with your patients, Johnson?
It's been a challenging week. Lost a couple, gained 3 more. How about you, Hawks? Any interesting cases lately?
Actually, yes. I've been working on a perplexing case that's been keeping me busy.
What's the issue? Maybe I can offer a fresh perspective?
Well, I'm being pressured to find the right condition because the one I called this morning wasn't it. The wedge resection didn't work. And thanks to my stupid doctors, they made the patient's lawyer think the patient has tuberculosis.
Tuberculosis. What is this, 1899? That's so rare these days and much easier to treat.
That's what I thought. The dumbest part is that they converted my office into a TB ward. Wait a minute.
What? Did you figure something out?
I have the perfect solution to all of this. Something I should have done moments ago. Sorry, Johnson, I gotta run.
Is that safe for you with that cane?
That one is free, Johnson. Don't say that again. It's actually Rombo syndrome. Get out of my office, asshole. Tracy, I have to admit I made a mistake with the diagnosis. It wasn't diffuse panbronchiolitis, it was Rombo syndrome.
That's a big turnaround, Hawks. But good job on finding the right diagnosis for the patient.
Yeah, well, this wouldn't have happened if I didn't have a bunch of idiotic doctors on my team or a lawyer with lawsuit trigger finger.
Oh, come on. How did any of them have fault in you screwing up the initial diagnosis?
Instead of coming directly to me for help like they should have, they gave the patient my office and told him he had tuberculosis to quarantine him. And somehow that dumbass crackpot lawyer believed them.
For once, it sounds like they may have been onto something.
Onto something. The patient has Rombo syndrome. That got rid of the lawyer, and I have my office back.
You might not have it for long if you keep making these bad judgment calls. Remember, you're still under investigation.
Wonderful. Guess who knows a thing about networking? That's right, that lawyer is my lawyer as soon as the patient dies of their real diagnosis.
The patient is going to die from Rombo syndrome.
No. I mean, probably not, especially if they're seeing Dr. Johnson frequently. I have a different diagnosis that no one else knows about, and that patients on borrowed time...
That is dark, even for you, Hawks.
Then fire me.